Evening and welcome to the Afia TV official. It's 5:30 p.m., which means it's time for gist, banter, all that is trending and exclusive on social media. You're watching Afia TV official on Afia TV. Gist buddy, and welcome to the show. It's about 4 days to Valentine, I think. Abby? Yeah, today is February the 10th, so it's about 4 days to Valentine. Valentine's Day is on Friday. I saw a post, somebody was saying, oh, she's so angry that the lovers will have the weekend to themselves, because it's Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, have a good time. And I'm happy for the people that, are in love. I was asking the question on my WhatsApp status, and I was asking, so because of you guys already know how I feel about Valentine's Day and, extra celebrations. For me, I feel like it's a romantic holiday. It's for couples, all of that. And, people said to me, no, it's for everybody. It's just a day of love. People go to share love, like the orphanage homes. People share love, friends and all of that. And, so everybody has now prescribed that I may be broken and it's just a me problem. Valentine is a day of love. So I've now come out publicly to say that it's a day of love. Share love to your friends, your sisters, your brothers, your mom, your dad, the less privileged, your romantic interests. Just share love on that day. I have hands off the matter. Anyways, let's move straight to what is happening across our platforms. You already know that you can always be a part of the conversation by following us on all our social media platforms, Afia TV Official, Facebook, X, Instagram, anywhere that we are social. You can definitely be a part of it. And what are your thoughts on the proposal for the creation of new states in Nigeria? Do you see it as a step towards progress or a potential challenge? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, you can always be a part of this. Our caption is Hot Debate Alert. The conversation about creating new states in Nigeria is heating up. Is it a leap towards progressive governance, or are we opening the door to more political drama? Let's talk. Could this enhance representation and drive regional development, or will it create more bureaucracy and divide resources even further? Drop your take in the comments. Let's hear your thoughts on this proposal that could reshape our nation. So we had this conversation, we got a lot of reactions from different people across our state and around the region on the morning show. Do well to catch up with that on YouTube. And almost all the states, because we got reactions from Abia states, we got from Anambra, we got from Ebonyi, and we also got from Imo State. So I think people are, in between, oh, is it good? But more people are tilting towards it's a waste of time. We shouldn't be doing this at this time. And, my co-host for the morning show this morning, Divine Onoha, she also said that the state of the nation is really clouding people's ability to think. So even if it could be a good decision, even if, okay, maybe these 31 states could, do good, even if it's good, people are too hungry to even see it. So any good thing that wants to happen in Nigeria, like everybody's like, please, we've not eaten first. Please, we've not eaten. Please, we've not eaten. Please, we've not eaten. And it's just really sad that those are the times that we find ourselves in. But most people are against it for now. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how the coming days unfold. I mean, maybe they'll move those of us from Anambra now, give us a different states, but please, nobody should remove me from Anambra. Let's move to our second conversation. So you already know, or even if you do not know, every Sunday we go live from Opalende, Enugu, where we talk about our karaoke, there's a karaoke legend competition that is coming up. It's really beautiful. So even if you get to vote for them, but don't say I told you, but even if you don't want to vote for them, you can just listen to beautiful vocals. And I'm sure those vocals will convince you to vote for them. Karaoke Legends is really, really beautiful. Very, very, very amazing vocals. Like, come and see riffs and raps and riffs, everything. Great thing. So Sunday, 7 p.m. only on Afia TV. You can catch that every Sunday. Now, let's move to matters arising, because a lot of things are arising in this country. So let me pause first, because sometimes when you want to say some things, it used to be heavy in the mouth, like it used to. So Ebonyi State government approved 551 million naira for the sponsorship of Hajj. Hajj is a religious, or it's Islamic, Islamic tourism. Well, it's an Islamic, I won't say Islamic program, but I don't know if that encompasses it very well. So Hajj is like, how Christians go to Jerusalem, yeah. Muslims go to Mecca, so something like that, yes. So this Hajj is like Muslims going to Mecca? I'm trying to break it down. Muslims going to Mecca just to learn more about their religion, do some things to just fortify their closeness or their strength with, their religion and all of that. It's like a religious pilgrimage. Yes, pilgrimage is the word. So they, go there, they learn more about their religion, fortify their beliefs, maybe if you're praying for something, you go there, you touch you touch the hem of the garments. They don't know if that's a Muslim. They don't know if they touch hem of garments in Quran, I beg. But yeah, you just go there and have for a lot of people who have been on a pilgrimage, they have these testimonies of how they felt very close to their maker, how they felt really close, because if you're in Nigeria here, sometimes it's like you're not close to God because of the hardship in this country. You feel like God is not, listening to you. So if you go to Jerusalem as a Christian, you and God, where God stay, where Jesus sat down, where Jesus walked, you go to all those places and beg him, and he will answer you faster. I'm making light of the situation, but that's what a pilgrimage is for most people. So I see people go on religious pilgrimages. They go to Mecca, for Muslims especially, and they would go and see all the monuments, see all the things that they read in their Holy Quran, and they just feel like, oh, they're a part of it, and just makes their beliefs a lot stronger. Do you understand? So that's basically what it is. Now, the question you may be asking me, young man or young woman, boy or girl, is what concerns Ebonyi state government in states? Why are they giving over 551 million, especially as the state is not as if it's like a Muslim state, to be fair. Like the Muslims there, according to the research and statistics, the Muslims there make about less than 5% of their population. So bringing that amount of money, to sponsor them, to say, what, people should go and be close to your maker. What's really going on? According to the report, the statements from the government, they said they want to foster religious inclusivity and religious tolerance in the states. We're still going to have more conversations around that tomorrow morning on the Afia Morning Show. But let's take a look at some of the comments and what people are saying about this. So Demagogue is saying people are crowdfunding to renovate schools in Ebonyi State, and the idiot of a governor is busy dishing out 500 million for Hajj. In a state where less than 1% of its population identify as practicing Muslims. This is an eyesore for a state with so many negative indices in need of urgent government intervention. 12. This will not trend because it's not Soludo. Teachers are even on strike, the poverty capital of the South. Someone once posted that Sharia courts would enter SE through Ebonyi State. Things like this want to make someone get mad and frustrated at how insensitive our leaders are. To think I was doing something for humanity, I'm heartbroken with the thought of Francis Wufuru subsidizing Hajj program for Muslim faithfuls. Even in my own religion, Ebonyi doesn't have the capacity. Many kids are out of school and no pipe-borne water. How is no one connecting the dots of this funding with the recent invasion of Boko Haram terrorist attacks in Ebonyi State? I mean, propaganda everywhere. People have different reactions to this and all of that. And I think the one that basically captures maybe the way I feel personally and the way most people feel personally is the insensitivity. This is a state that some people say is the poverty capital of the South. Ebonyi State is not really in the news for a lot of good things, even though, the state is coming up and all of that, but we're not really seeing a lot of things. And over 500 million naira, I said on the morning show earlier today that he had, there was a school in Echindu primary school that was renovated in 4 weeks, and he used about 8 million naira to renovate that school. 8 million naira, and there are schools like that that are not renovated. There's not enough food there. Even if the teachers are even on strike, like look at some headlines of the teachers being on strike. So it begs the question that is there something deeper? Is there something deeper? So this person that commented and said, how is no one connecting the dots of this funding with the recent invasion of Boko Haram terrorist attacks in Ebonyi State? You can look at things like this. This is even a very good point to raise because just a couple of weeks ago, we saw about the killings, headsmen killings in the same Ebonyi State, which the government did not really acknowledge. We keep seeing a lot of things happen in these states. Government will not acknowledge some, government will acknowledge some, and then you bring 500 and something million naira, to sponsor Hajj. It begs, is there something that we're not seeing? What's going on? Why are we sponsoring this? What? And that's the thing. So when we say religious inclusivity and religious tolerance, did the Muslim faithfuls in Ebonyi State ever come out to complain and say, oh, We don't feel like we're included in whatever is going on. We don't feel included, or we are facing some kind of discrimination because of our religion. We don't have the freedom to practice this particular religion in this state and all of that. And even if that was something that they did say or they did voice out, and the government was like, okay, let's do something for you. Why not build a mosque for them? Why not build a mosque for them? Why not give like a particular community or a particular street, just something where they have a community where they are safe? Why not do that? Why are we taking it to the next step and giving them over 500 million naira, sponsoring or subsidizing the Hajj pilgrimage for them? Why is that? And another question that we should also ask is, what were the criteria for these people to go? Who are these people that were sponsored? Are they people from Ebonyi? Are they people of Ebonyi descent? Are they Ebonyans? Where in Ebonyi are they from? Are they from Afia? Are they from Echin? Where are they from in Ebonyi? Because if we go deeper into this, you might realize that these might be people who are not even from Ebonyi State. They might not even be from the southeast. What do I know? What do I know, really? Let's move to the next conversation. And this Mazi Ogbonnaya Okoro says, my advice to those communities Fulani are attacking now, listen. Your so-called leaders have sold you out. Protect yourself, stand your ground, and drive those imbeciles away. Protect your land, mobilize yourself, and face them. Sometimes when I see comments like this, oh, protect yourself, stand up for yourself, in Nigeria, nobody's going to save you, do this and do this and do that. My first reaction to it most of the time is that it's very selfish. Because what can you actually do to protect yourself? What can you actually do to protect yourself? What can you actually do to, make it right in the country? Like, what can your own contribution be sometimes, especially in terms of safety? How safe can you really be? But, at the end of the day, the fact that, I feel like it's unfair, the leader should do better for us, it is what it is right now. But I do get this person's line of thought, and I do agree with it to a large extent. I think I've shared this story before, but I remember when I was younger, we were having like our streets, they were robbing people per house. Like they would rob, today, robbers will come to house A. Tomorrow they will come to house B, they will come to house C. So they kept robbing them. I don't know how they did not rob us, but they did not rob our house, thank God. But I guess they were robbing majorly flats, so they would see a lot of tenants, so maybe they could get money from a lot of the tenants and all of that. So they were robbing, and it kept happening. It was happening for like a week or two, and then everybody, state security, the street security rather, they now form vigilante. Everyone has to pay money. So in the night, the vigilantes will just roam around and just make sure that everywhere is safe. And it worked. It worked at least till the end of our stay in that particular street. We didn't see anything like that. So that was like a couple of years. We continued to live there for a couple of years. So what would work is, and we've seen this in a lot of other communities where they will come together, all of them will come together and say, we're tired of this. Let's the able-bodied men, how much do we need to pay them? How much do we need to do? So you see all these whole, vigilante, street vigilante and all of that just work together to make sure that their street is safe, their community is safe. And I think we should really employ those measures and protect ourselves. If you live in a house, if you have to change the lock to something more, something more serious, very important. If you're using a door that can be easily penetrated, you might have to change your door. You might have to put iron, Nowadays, they are like window thieves, put burglary, just do a lot of things to just continue to protect yourselves and your properties, because it is what it is right now. Just have to protect yourself. But we'll go on a very, very quick break. And when we return, we're going to take some tweets of the day. Just stay with us. Welcome back to the program. You're still watching Afia TV official on Afia TV, and we've discussed about a couple of things that are trending on social media, and I think the major one is about the 551 million naira that the Ebonyi government is giving to sponsor Hajj pilgrimage in the state, and of course telling people how to protect themselves, because you don't protect yourself this period. I remember somebody said something, somebody asked you who goes, you say I goes myself. Because you should not lose your phone or any of your properties this time around. Anybody that threatens you, you threaten the person back and run away because it's very difficult. But let's move to our final tweet, some of the tweets of the day. I saw this and I was like, you know what, I have to bring it here, I have to share it. And these are some of the things that happened to us when we're in school that were just very odd. Like, why? So the first one is, why were we flogged for not being able to pay school fees? This one is actually very, like, extremely odd because am I my father? Am I my mother? Why are you be like? I'm trying to break it down and reason the like rationale behind beating children for not being able to pay the school fees. They are not their financial, like they don't work. All they do is come to school and it's their parents that pay it. So why are you now beating them? Why not just maybe send them home or keep them in a particular classroom and deny them like access to? Because even the sending them home too was also very risky. Because most times you send them home, maybe their parents have already gone to work and all of that, and then you send them home and the child just wanders. For me, I feel like what would have been better to do is probably keep them in class and they might not have like access to education for the day. That's the major thing now. But beating was just odd. Flog you 6 strokes of cane, flog you 12 times in front of assembly, disgrace and humiliate you. I don't know whether it's so that when you go home, you now cry and show your daddy like, they beat me in school because of school fees. If your parents have, but they don't have now. But I also think it's, I don't know whether to say irresponsibility on the part of parents. And I say this as someone that they also flogged in school too. Because just keep your child in the house, one, or take responsibility and call the school and tell them, oh, please, bear with me, this, that. So at least, the school is aware of the financial, constraints or the finances, the problems. I say, oh, I'll pay so and so time, please just allow my child. Because a lot of times, what I realized then was a lot of times, like parents just go to school, Shebi is only flogging. Shebi is only flogging. Just go to school and just act like a saver. So they will flog you. And if you flog you, Shebi you still collected lectures for that day or received lectures for that day. So I think sometimes it could also be financial irresponsibility on the part of parents. Like, own up to it. You are a debtor. Yes, you are owing school fees. Tell them in school, please, I'll pay so and so time and all of that. And then, of course, another thing was denying access to exams, because a lot of times you now see people paying like 1 day to exam, 2 days to exam, that kind of thing. But another one is reading out love. Hey, Jesus. Reading out love letters of preteens during school assemblies and flogging them. I just found out this was a popular experience. Why? This one traumatized a lot of people in my class. And one of the things that, because girls can be very wicked, like teenage girls can be very wicked. So if they not like you, they'll not carry the love letter and go and report and say, Auntie, this boy wrote love letter to me. You as a boy, your own is like you are done for. Like it's over for you. It's over for you that year. Like, and you have to actually send love letters with caution. You have to be sure that this girl really loves you. Because if not, I remember then they would just go and report and give the love letter to your auntie and report you. And it's over for you. They read the love letter in front of the class. And what betide you as a boy, you don't know how to write. Maybe there is grammatical blunders in the love letter. It's really over for you and your young love. Because they read it for the assembly, they will flog you, they will tell your mom, aye! Or if they now find it, or maybe you're not giving that time now, you want to be slick. You now give the love letter where the teacher is in the class, they'll now pass it. Everybody will be like, what are they pass? They'll now find out. Hey, those of you that were receiving love letters in school, the Lord is your muscle. Making girls wear skirts and boys wear trousers. I understand the ugly uniforms, but did they need to indoctrinate us so early? So this one is coming from the part that, girls used to wear skirts, boys used to wear trousers, and then, just putting that whole mentality of skirts are girly and trousers are for the boys and all of that. I don't have any issues with this one personally, because we could not all be wearing trousers at that time, I guess. Giving special kids double promotion, utter bullshit. They just missed out on an important education. Saying this as a former beneficiary. I think this is one of the reasons why they are trying to indoctrinate or change the school structure back to 12-4. instead of the 6-3-3-4, because a lot of people were jumping. A lot of people were jumping primary 5. A lot of people jumped SS2, all of those things. So you are too smart for this class, skip the next one. You are too smart for this class, skip the next one. So we have a lot of maybe 13-year-olds or 14-year-olds in like first year and all of that. I would say that for me, as someone who was also a beneficiary of double promotion, I don't know if I missed anything. I don't know. I don't know. But to be fair, I feel like every class, bears like its own purpose. It was odd, quite to be fair, it was really odd. But every particular class has a purpose, has something that you learn. You might be smarter for the class, but it's always better for you to go through it. Always better for you to go through it. And it's better double promotion than you just deciding to jump class by yourself. You and your mommy and your daddy say, oh, my child is too smart. Let him write WAEC in SS2. I really don't get that thing. It's better the school is the one that says, oh, I think you should do this. You are really smart. Try, do this. But then for your parents or your guardian to decide that on their own. That's my own opinion, Sha. The whole concept of flogging itself, we're children, not goats. You see this one, I don't really agree. Because if you met some people I went to school with, I don't even know, they were Gambian goats. Ewu Gambia, all of them. Fanchanini, like, oh my goodness. No, some people needed to be flogged. Some people needed to be flogged. But to a large extent, flogging is not good and all the likes. But I don't agree with this one. Some people, they needed to flog some people, please. Having to get to school before 7:30 a.m. Oh my God, that's so unfair considering we had homework, chores to do. Even adults working hours starts by 8, then getting flogged for being late no matter your excuse. Actually, now that I see this, I actually rate it because we used to go late. Like my siblings and I were really late when we were going to school, to the point where they used to use us to give example. And we grew up in the West, so they couldn't even pronounce our surname. So they would say, those Obi Oluba, those Obi Oluba children are always coming late. We used to go late. Like, oh my goodness, we used to go late. I don't know why, honestly. I don't know if it says well of us, of our parents, but to be fair, 7:30 a.m. is too early in the morning. When do you sleep? When do you wake up? You still do housework, you still do chores, you still do... 7:30 a.m. is very early, I beg. It's early. Then why were children forced to cut their hair? Don't bring any, it prevents distractions near me. You know damn well spending 3 hours in a week on grooming your hair would not affect your score in mathematics. To be honest, when they say, oh, cut your hair thing in school, it prevents distraction, I just feel like these were things that they did to just make children more timid. Because your hair is beautiful, like grooming the hair, it will increase your confidence and all of that. And so I don't see the reason why you should cut the hair. How is it distracting you? I didn't really see the reason. My younger sister cut her hair when she was in boarding school, like her first GSS1 to GSS3. She cut her hair. I don't know. I don't see the reason why people should cut their hair. And the crazier thing, even when you cut your hair and you still, because there's some girls who were really, really girly back then in school. So even as they cut their hair, they'll still wear really nice earrings and put like lip gloss and put a comb in their hair and still be stylish, and they will be punishing those girls. Oh, you're not focusing on school. You're not focusing on your academic. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't want to say what I want to say, but it was just very odd. It was very, very odd. I don't think that hair does anything. And it's really like, we like to call it a culture shock or generational shock, because now I see that school children like even carry attachments, carry extensions in their hair. Like they are carry extension, carry beads, and it's not end of the year party. Just normal class, you're carrying extension, carrying beads, carrying all this one. I'm like, it's a regular school day, not be end of the year party. Wow. Nice to see that the oppression has changed. The traditions that we see, a lot of things are changing. But yeah, these are some of the odd things that happened where we were in school. And people will say, oh, Gen Z did not suffer. At least this was suffering enough for us. I think those are the stories that we have. Thank you very much for watching Afia TV Official today. Do want to follow us on all our social media platforms. You can always be a part of the conversation. Follow us, engage with our content. When we put out polls, respond. Afia TV Official, Instagram, X, Facebook, anywhere we are social, we're definitely there. My name is Favor Obinyeluba. Happy Valentine's Day in advance.